Hey guys, Jake Robinson with Buy Land. We are a real estate company that serves you by going out and finding awesome properties way below market that you can purchase way below market. We win and you win. You have instant equity. Our first property on the market is a property it's in Smithville. So let's zoom in here and see where it's at. Bam, there it is. That parcel right here, and this is in Smithville. You can see the lake all around. Let's take some other approaches to this. So here we are looking back from the property. Here is lot 44. It's in Hurricane Pointe. It's a subdivision, and there's Smithville back here. And if you go this way, it'll take you towards south. I think I'll take you towards the Manchester area. And if you go this way over here, take you out towards I-40 and cross from Cookeville. Airport's right here. You'd follow this road out and go back and forth, and eventually you go out to Hurricane Pointe. And let's take a look at the next photo. This is totally looking back from the other direction. So we're hovering over Smithville, looking back towards the lake. But look at the Center Hill Lake. Who doesn't want to be close to the lake? Look how close you are to the lake. It's all around you. It's down here. And so Center Hill's a destination where if you don't know about it, it's where everybody wants to go boating. It's maintained by the Army Corps of Engineers. And in fact, you can notice there's no boat docks on this lake because you can access the lake from different marinas, but they prevent homeowners, or actually can't even build down to the lake. There's a little bit of a buffer from the edge of the lake to where you can build a property, so that keeps it very nice and clean, but you can still access boating and fishing and jet skiing and skiing or whatever else you want to do. There's plenty of hunting around. There's several parks, state and some federal parks around. So let's take a look at what we got here. This is the property looking straight on. So this is Davidson Road here, and the property starts about right here. The property line runs back down, back behind these trees, and runs this way along the road. I've got to excuse my manners here. Let's take a look. Here's a little bit of a close-up view of the area. Notice how nice and level this building site is. When you go to Smithville with all those big hills, one of the things people want is they want a lake view of the property. That is very expensive, and this does not have a lake view. I'm going to show you some of the trade-offs. We'll take a closer look. Now this is looking back down the hill. There's a road that goes down the hill here. That's Williamson. This is Davidson, and that's the main entrance that we're coming into. Your property line will go down the hill and then back up the hill all the way up to about right there. So all of that, 5.39 acres is what you'd be purchasing. By the way, if you're not in Tennessee and you're moving to Tennessee, Tennessee is a state income tax free state. So you get to save money by not paying high income taxes. Plus, we have low property taxes. Florida and Texas are both income tax state free. However, their property taxes are much higher excuse me, than Tennessee. So your property line is here. It runs down this road all the way to that stop sign. We just saw that view coming back up through the stop sign. This is again standing on Davidson, looking basically that same view, but standing right here. So the lot is going here and down. This is considered a nice flat buildable lot. There are houses out here, very nice houses, but they're built on cliffs. They literally have 30 and 40 foot concrete walls, reinforced pylons, all that kind of stuff. Now this is looking from across from the neighbor's driveway, looking back to the property. This is actually, and there's the two houses that, there's actually three houses up here. They're very nice houses, so you got good neighbors. I've met this folks and I've met these folks, really good folks. We're down here in the wood line. So you saw the grassy area. If you walk on down, this area right here, see this big shadow? That's a huge oak tree. And if you turn around 180 degrees and look back down the valley over your property, it drops down quite a bit. But there is a extra feature here. You could literally build two different building sites. You could build a house out in this area. It'd be very easy for a builder to do that. Or if you'll go down the hill, see this big oak tree right in this area down there. It goes down and levels back out onto a point. And the previous owners told me they had thought about building a house down there, so you could literally get a lot of privacy, have a winding driveway. And that's that big tree that I just mentioned. That back in that area, you can't really tell it from here. It does level out, and it is big enough to put a house on. And that's just another view of it. There's that big oak tree. This is coming into the from Smithville, coming up Coconut Ridge Road, and you turn left into Davidson, and the property's over here on the left. And there's a third house. Have not met those folks. I don't know that they live there. I think this might be a summer home for them. But you can. This is looking back from the lot, looking back to the Coconut Ridge. So you turn right to go to Smithville, turn left to go to some other subdivisions, and this is Davidson Road here. Let's see. Oh, here's the neighbors. This is going straight into as soon as you turn into the entrance, you have really three really nice homes. They got really well manicured with landscaping at the entrance there, and your property would be right over here to the left. Here's an overhead view from DeKalb County's partial view. You can see the lake comes right up into here. There's also a view of the flood zone, which it says area of minimal flood hazard, because you're up on top of a hill. That's as high as the water would ever get, is up to that area, and that's probably a good, I don't know, probably 100 to 200 feet below that is where the hill goes down on the back end. So you build your house right up here, or maybe a little bit of point. The rest of that is wooded area. There might even be potential to log some of that and put some money in your pocket and thin it out. That's a possibility. However, here's another thing. If you just walk right down this street, right down through here, in about 3 minutes, you've got awesome lake view strolls and vistas that you could enjoy the lake without necessarily having your house right on it. Here's a satellite view of that same overhead shot. This is a different perspective. This is coming from Smithville. So we saw that photograph where you could turn left, and there's those nice landscaping. Those are the three houses. Really, really beautiful houses. And you can see there's not a lot of other neighbors. There's a house here, and there's a couple. These are log cabins. I've met this guy right here. He's a nice fella. So it's a really nice neighborhood, but it's not overbuilt, so you can enjoy some privacy as well. This is standing on the edge of the road, looking back down, so your property line goes right past that tree, down the hill, and then your property will be back in this area. This is looking straight into the property. Again, that big oak tree is back in that area. And then we've seen that one. Let's move on. There's another satellite view, and there's the last shot I'm going to tell you about there. This lot is priced at $17,944. That's for 5.39 acres. Where can you find a buildable lot? It is in a subdivision. It does have an HOA. Check this out. The HOA does not have any kind of prohibition for boats. So your watercraft, you can park right on your property. Get in your vehicle, hook up your boat, and take your family and go straight down to the lake. What more could you ask for? Yes, because it's not a $200,000 lot. Let me see if I can. Let me give you. If I can back up through here. Okay. This lot right here and this lot right here sold for $200,000. This lot sold for about $150,000. These are very expensive because they do have direct lake view. But man, you know, when you go like to the beach, you could spend $1 million to be right on the beach, or maybe you could spend $400,000 and be on a street over from the beach, and you can walk to the beach in 2 minutes. This is what you got here, baby. You've got 17,944, less than 20,000 for 5 acres. Look how much bigger it is than these little bitty lots. Yeah, they crammed them in there because they wanted to sell them for Lakeview lots. But you have access to the lake. You're that close to the lake. You can walk down the road and see the lake. You can, everywhere you drive, you see the lake. You're not going to be shorted any views of the lake unless you just want to stand there in your living room and constantly stare out the window at a lake. This really not going to hurt you. You have an opportunity. There's a lake there, here, and there. It's everywhere. So come take a look. Then, excuse me. If you'd like to go take a look at it, I can give you directions. There'll be something associated with this video where you can go click a link and go take a look at the property. If you have an agent, agents are welcome. We will pay a commission. If you come on your own, you save 3%. That saves you money. We do appreciate any inquiries. If this is not the property for you, but you like the idea of buying properties way undervalued so that you have instant equity, please get on our buyers list and let us know. We'll have a little survey for you that you can tell us exactly what kind of property you're looking for, and when we come across it, we can make sure you're one of the first people on the list to take a look at it, even before we put it on the market. Anyway, guys, look forward to hearing from you. My name is Jake Robinson. This is Bye Bye Land. Go get that land that you've been looking for and dreaming about.